Introduce y'all to linebacker Jeremiah Alexander. As you've done with the previous two guys, if you don't mind introducing your name and affiliation prior to asking a question, so Jeremiah can get to know you, we greatly appreciate it. Y'all go ahead whenever you're ready.
Grayson with TigerNet.com. Just to ask the same question I'll ask you. With the defensive coordinator situation not exactly finalized as you committed, just what was the draw to come to Clemson? Was it the recruiting ties prior? Just walk us through that.
Me personally, man, it was a lot played into the recruiting in high school. You know, I didn't have a big window to, go to all the schools and, take a visitor to each school. I had a short window. So, just having that relationship out of high school made me make my decision a little bit quicker and more efficiently.
John Blount post-career. Did Dabo have any jokes or rib you at all for not coming here the first time?
Oh, yes, sir. He said a lot, just being how, God doesn't make mistakes. And, he was just, emphasizing how I turned him down at the altar. But, I'm back here and, God doesn't make mistakes. So I'm glad to be back here for, second opportunity.
Aaron Carter, Greenville News, coming from Alabama and coming to Clemson, I guess, has there been any stark difference between, practice and preparation between those two programs so far from here?
Mostly, Coach DeBoer came in last year and he made practices in the morning. So that's probably the biggest difference, having morning practices over there at Alabama and then coming here having practices in the afternoon is probably the biggest difference. But, everything else, football is always going to be football and the work is always going to be the work. So other than the time of practice, nothing's been a big change.
Joining this linebacker room with Wade Woodhouse and Sammy Brown, what kind of impressed you the most from them so far?
Really just for Wade, his leadership. He's been a vocal guy, and Wade, not Wade, but Sammy Brown. He's quiet, but he's gonna bring energy each and every day. He's gonna be himself, and you can't ask for nothing but just being yourself. So, I appreciate all the guys in that room, from D. Creighton, Drew Woodhouse, C.J. Cooper Taylor. All the guys in there have been very welcoming since I've got here on campus. So, shout out to those guys.
Talking to the players, the person they bring up is your work ethic, just kind of being a guy that's here early and staying late. And kind of when you get to the facility, when you leave.
Yes, sir. So, during what we call it the get ready phase, the off-season workouts, I was probably getting up here at 4:30, along with Peter Woods and T.J. Parker, just pushing each other, being from Bama. Those guys have been here, 2 years before me. So, just trying to get in and, get the accountability and, the trust of my teammates, showing these guys I'm going to work hard and, do the extra mile. Coach Coach Thomas Allen always preaches being a gimper, just doing a little bit extra. So, that's a big emphasis on the defense of this season, just doing always a little bit extra work.
Getting up at 4:30 natural for you?
Yes, sir. I did a Bama as well, but being around guys that like Peter Woods, we have a history together. So we're also roommates, so we're all able to push each other each and every day, from the time we wake up, from the time we go to sleep. Just the little details. It's always just going the extra mile. The hitting yardage.
How much did, Peter Woods kind of help recruit you when you were in the portal?
Yeah, Peter played a big factor in it. Like I said, we played high school ball together. We usually, since we started playing football, we've always had a relationship. So, Peter Woods being here played a big factor in me coming here, just because of our past relationships and what we were able to do in high school together. So that played a good factor into the process of me coming here and feeling comfortable.
I guess when the news hit that you were entering the bracket, did he shoot you a text? Or
he FaceTimed me immediately.
What did he say?
He was just like, man, you know where to come, bro, because, the time at Alabama, I wasn't traded for nothing. I feel like it made me the man that I am today. But, just being able to have the opportunity to come to the portal, Coach Swinney doesn't take a lot of guys out of the portal. We brought in 3 this year. So, just having the opportunity and that connect with Peter Woods made it a lot more easier and more efficient.
Larry Williams with TigerIllustrated.com. You mentioned that this place doesn't bring in many guys from the portal. Was it a little surprising, just given what people had said in the past about he's not interested in doing that?
Yeah.
That you had.
For me, I wouldn't say it was a bigger surprise, honestly, because my character, I feel like being with Peter Woods and hearing what he had to say from the program, and I felt like my character and my work ethic kind of matched up with the guys here, and I felt like I was going to be able to come help in and be a good fit for the locker room and the team.
Is one of the objectives for you right now trying to find the right position for you?
No, I feel like I found the right position, playing off-ball linebacker, up here playing the wheelbacker, and, some packages, being able to rush the passer and, play 6 technique, 9 technique, and, just third down, 12 personnel, big packages, being able to be an anchor in the defense, the edge of the defense.
I think you're listed you around 250 pounds when you first got here.
Oh, no, sir. That was up 235, 233. So I feel like that's probably the old measurement from when I first got to Bama. I was my outside linebacker. I was probably 250 when I first got to college, but now I'm down to about 233, 235.
That's where you want to be.
Yes, sir.
What do you make of Coach Boulware and his the impact he's had?
Oh, man, he's a great guy. You know, being able to relate to his players, like, you know, being a former player here makes it uniquely different. You know, some coaches have never really played football, but, you know, he's played it here, and, you know, he's had the opportunity to, you know, get a foot into the NFL and, you know, where I'm trying to go. So I feel like he's able to relate to all the guys, being a former player here, and, you know, having that playing under Coach Swinney, you know, it's kind of the same impact or the same world. He can relate to his players, in other words.
How would you describe Tom Allen, how he runs the defensive practice?
Man, he's bringing juice each and every day from period 1 to period 19. You know, he's gonna bring juice. Like I said, he's gonna coach his players hard, but it's out of love. You know, he talks about accountability, toughness, and love. You know, the third part, you know, everybody thinks of love, you know, being sweet, but, you know, being able to get on your players, because he has a relationship with his players outside the ball. So when he gets on you, it's more of a understanding relationship between his players and the coach, and I feel like that's a great thing. You know, you want to play for a coach that's able to bring energy, you know, give you tough love, knowing that he loves you off the field as long as on the field.
Because now as you build that relationship so that you know that's the case.
Right. You know, every day we have segment meetings, and, you know, he comes in, he talks to the defense. You know, he stresses accountability, toughness, and love. He gives us books. You know, he's given us several books. You know, from he gave me a book called by Kobe's trainer. I forgot the name of it. I think it's you said what? Relentless. Yes, sir. That's the book. He gave us uncommon daily devotion to all the players on the defense. So little things like that, you know. Just little things like that is letting us know that he cares about us as a man, not just a football player.
Did you know that Kalen DeBoer was on Tom Allen's staff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's another thing he talked to me about. Like, you know, up until he got the job, you know, coming here, he was in the playoffs, not even knowing that he was about to become the defensive coordinator here at Clemson. You know, I played in the bowl game, you know, not knowing I was going to hit the portal. So, you know, just how the world works, you know, that's a small world. So it's kind of interesting having both been, you know, coming from, you know, Coach Cade DeBoer.
Anything else for Jeremiah?
You're saying when you get there at 4:30 in the morning, when do you actually leave those days?
It really just depends. You know, now we work out every other day. So now, you know, when we were doing just workouts and I was consistently getting there at 4:30, working out every single day, you know, I would probably leave the facility because we had nothing to do in the afternoon. So I was probably getting done at like 2, you know, after I get done working out. You know, hit the training room, get lunch, try to go over plays with some of the guys. You know, just trying to stay consistent and, you know, like Coach Allen said, be a Gamper, just, you know, always doing a little bit more.
I think you played little time at Alabama, statistically wise, things like that. How much was, playing time important for you when you entered the transfer portal and coming to Clemson?
Right. You know, for me, you know, with 2 years being left of eligibility, you know, obviously I want to play the game I love on Saturdays and, you know, get the opportunity to showcase my abilities. So it was a part of the decision, having been, I have 2 years left, but, you know, mainly for me, it was to graduate. You know, I graduated in May, so being able to graduate, you know, and just continue to develop. I feel like developing as a man is every single day. Like, you can't take a day off, you know, trying to develop yourself, not just as a player, but as a man. And I felt like Clemson was, you know, probably the best university that I could develop as a player as well as a man each and every day.
What stands out to you about Coach Allen's scheme?
Really, you know, just being able to play fast and not having to think a lot, you know, so that allows you to, you know, be on the same page with the guys beside you and just play wide open each and every down, not having to think about a lot of different schemes and checks and formations and stuff, you know, just being able to line up and, you know, play the game that we all love.
And obviously you weren't on the defense last year, but, you know, there were some struggles, I guess, stopping the run. I mean, do you sense kind of a hunger on that side of the ball, just amongst the defense?
Of course, you know, there's always a hunger, you know, when you, I know their goal is to every team's goal is to win a natty, and getting so close, going to the college football playoffs last year, Clemson, and losing in the first round, you can always sense a hunger and a sense of urgency from the guys, being able to come back and come back around the guys. I wasn't here last year, but just you can sense the urgency and hunger from the guys, that were able to go to the college football playoffs last year. But unfortunately, they didn't make it past the first round. But like I said, the hunger is definitely there, and I can sense it each and every day. We come ready to work, and we push each other each and every day from the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball.
How's your transition coming to Clemson, I guess, off the field, getting acclimated to the campus, the city, and things like that, coming from Tuscaloosa?
It's been fairly simple. I came and visited like 2 or 3 times in high school. Peter's my roommate, so he's been able to, show me around. And since I've moved in, it's been kind of busy as far as having scheduled stuff, with academics and, football, Paul Journey. So as far as the adjustment, it's been pretty simple, schedule to schedule on teamwork, just being able to follow the schedule and, just live each and every day to the fullest, been a blessing so far.
Talk about practicing against this offense. What stands out to you about Clemson's offense?
Really, Cade Klubnik, he's a great quarterback, great person. The way he's able to, read the defense and, take hold of the offense and, get those guys going on that side of the ball each and every day. Antonio Williams, he's a fast receiver. Going against those guys each and every day, those probably been the which has caught my eye on the offensive side of the ball so far, though.
Are any of the running backs in particular?
Oh, yes, sir. All the running backs, Keith Adams, even the freshman, Adam Randall, all those guys, competing each and every day. Tight ends as well, we do one-on-ones with those guys. So, just being able to go out there and compete each and every day with those guys, it's been great.
Anything else from Jeremiah? All right, man.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.